Olly Alexander is the multi-talented frontman of knockout British band Years and Years. The crew have released a string of hits after making a splash with their debut album and the #1 single, King. Olly's had a busy few years, juggling lead singer duties with lead role duties on the landmark drama It's a Sin.
I don't believe a word of it. Now hit me with those lasers, please.
His performance as Richie received rave reviews around the world, and the series has been hailed for its moving portrayal of the AIDS crisis.
I've got some news for you. I've got news for you all. I'm gonna live.
Returning to the recording studio, Olly's back with Years and Years and their latest single, Starstruck, which will leave you dancing like nobody's watching.
And Olly Alexander joins us now from London. Hey there, Olly, and welcome to the show. Congratulations on the new single, Starstruck. Loving the PJs in the video clip. Was this because you filmed it in the middle of lockdown and just couldn't be bothered getting dressed?
I just decided to always be in PJs. I'm wearing them right now. You know, just it feels good on your body.
Love it.
It's a tremendous life choice.
Yeah. I also have to say they're tremendous PJs. When I wear PJs, it doesn't look like that.
Well, invest. Just this is my advice: invest yourself in some good sleepwear, and then you can feel good about yourself before you go to bed.
It's so good that you call it sleepwear. Now it sounds like fashion. This is amazing. Anyway, let's move on. So this is the first single since Years and Years became a solo act. My mind is blown by this whole thing. How did that work? What's the story?
Well, the story is, honestly, I met Mikey and Emery over 10 years ago, and when we started Years and Years, and I love the guys, and we've been through so much together. But over that time, we just changed so much, and everyone was kind of doing their own thing, but I was still writing Years and Years songs. And do you know what? I think after the pandemic, it just gave us this like real opportunity to reflect on where we were, kind of have an honest conversation with ourselves that we were just doing different things now. And it felt like it made the most sense that I would continue. And but Mikey's still going to come on the road with us, so he's still part of the family. But yeah, it's a change.
Olly, you had a whole album ready to go pre-pandemic and you threw it in the bin. One, why? And two, can I have those songs? I wouldn't mind releasing an album from you.
Can you sing? I would love to hear you sing them, actually. I'll send you the
he'll do
demos.
it now.
I would need some auto-tune before you heard these pipes, Olly.
There is not enough auto-tune in the world.
But why did you throw it all out?
Do you know, I think I had a bit of a creative crisis or something where I just didn't feel like all the stuff that I've been working on was good enough, basically. And all I wanted to listen to was dance music and upbeat music and stuff that really made me feel good. So I was like, okay, that's the kind of music I want to make now instead. So I just kind of started again.
Let's talk It's a Sin. What did it mean to be cast as the lead role in a TV series about the AIDS epidemic?
I mean, I was such a huge fan of Russell T Davies, who created the show. So meeting Russell was a huge moment for me. And that was before I'd even read the script. And the story is just so amazing. And I just couldn't believe this opportunity. That it was just like my dream job to work with Russell, to play a role like Richie in a show like It's a Sin. So it was just the most amazing experience.
And Olly, it's a show that's had such a massive social and cultural impact. These shows are not necessarily common. I mean, there was a rise in people ordering HIV test kits after viewing this show. What does that mean to you when you heard that?
Yeah, it takes my breath away, honestly, because you just don't know what to expect, with a show anyway. You don't know how an audience is going to receive it. But to see like such a real impact from a TV show, I'm so proud to be involved. There were more HIV tests ordered in a single day than ever before in the UK. I think that's just, it's amazing. It's amazing. I'll never get over it.
Olly, you look like somebody who is living your best life. And we speak to a lot of, famous people and, they put on their show face, but you look like it's all very genuine and it's coming from a very real place.
Oh, thank you. I think it is. I hope so. I mean, I feel so honestly lucky, and just happy to be doing what I'm doing, and to keep doing it. And you've got to appreciate what you have going on. I think people sometimes you forget how to appreciate what you have. And I'm just very appreciative right now.
I wonder if also part of that, Olly, is the fact that you got to delve into all that wonderful 80s music for the show. Any favourites?
Gosh, I really love Sylvester. There's a Sylvester song, Do You Wanna Funk, that is in episode 2 of It's a Sin, and it's just the most spectacular song. It resurrects me, it gives me life, it's everything.
Sadly, I remember that song very distinctly.
I have to say, Olly, I'm a little disappointed there's no reference to Open Up and Say Ah there.
I thought... Seagulls and I Ran. Where's that?
Just so many options.
That's it, there's so many, there's too many. I mean, what a decade of music. Ugh.
Fabulous. Well, Olly's new single, Starstruck, is out right now. Thanks so much for joining us, Olly.
Thank you so much for having me. Thank you, guys.
We had him on the radio show, Hamish and I, and he was just fantastic solo performing. So even his songs in your hands, Pete, I still think you need the vocal cords and a bit of talent on the piano.
And there's a connection. Olly Alexander, Peter Alexander, pajamas. It's working, it's working, it's working. Hey there, thanks for watching. Carrie loves to hear from viewers. Please forward your feedback to Carrie's email, perth/girl/21@hotmail.com. And be sure to subscribe. That wasn't Carrie you heard off screen.